Hi everyone, today we have with us Karthik, a senior consultant with Antal International Network. He comes with 6 years of experience in recruitment, leadership hiring, training, learning and development. He has trained and coached over 7,000 students across the streams of management, engineering and sciences in the areas of skill orientation, career management, life skills and personality development. Karthik is also a certified recruitment analyst from Carlton Institute of Management, USA. He has also been trained under the principles of NLP and ICF. Apart from all these, he is also an avid reader, food blogger, HR writer and a photographer. Welcome Karthik. You've been part of Antal for about 2 years now. How would you describe your journey?
The journey has been fabulous, especially that this industry is so exciting. We get to learn a lot of new aspects about the industry, something that no other industry provides a lot of impetus to. A lot of good opportunities in terms of team management has also helped my cause in terms of seeing my career advancement on a stage by stage. With great mentors around, you get to learn a lot from industry leaders, and the very fact that you get to interact with top management gurus within this particular industry is a fabulous career opportunity for any individual such as me.
So why do you believe that constant learning and development is necessary?
See, for any particular person to grow, alright, it is important that he identifies what is his next growth. As a popular quote goes, if you are actually breathing, it is a sign of life. But if you are actually learning, it is a sign of existence itself. I believe that any particular individual who is a part of this particular system, it is extremely important for the person to keep learning. Because the industry is so changing so often. There are new technologies that are coming up, there are new projects that are coming up. You need to be updated, especially when you're talking to top management individuals within any particular organization. You understand by their conversations that you need to be extremely updated about the current affairs. And that can happen through a lot of learning and development, a lot of reading. That is one part of learning and development that I would pay a lot of importance to. The other important aspect of continuous career advancement for yourself, if you're not learning new skills, new management mantras, if you're not knowing a lot of opportunities that exist within this particular industry, there is very little that you can do. So it is very important that the person continues to learn cohesively, not just learn from the kind of work that he is doing, but also learning from the environment that he is a part of. And he should not limit his learning to just the environment that he is a part of. He should start thinking beyond the box. How do other organizations function? What is it that great authors who have written excellent books provide a certain knowledge center in terms of learning capacities? All of these particular aspects are extremely important for any recruiter.
Yes, sir. So, considering that you've been in this organization for 2 years, how does this organization continue to excite you?
As I rightly put it, there are two parts. The first part is this industry is so exciting. Leadership hiring itself is an exciting prospect and an exciting job opportunity for any particular individual. But something that's different about Antal is its appearance in terms of international waters. A lot of geographical experience. You get to interact a lot with not just members of your Antal family just within the Bangalore network, but you get to interact a lot of Antal members across the world. Recently there were conferences that happened in Mumbai, there were conferences that happened in London, which provides a great opportunity for any Antalite. That's how I'd like to call it, for any particular Antalite to interact with other individuals. And there is a bit of learning in that as well, because we get to see how are other offices successful. You get to learn a lot. So keeping all of these particular aspects in mind, the organization continues to excite me. I've been very fortunate to get a step-by-step growth. I started off as a simple business development responsibilities. Then responsibility of recruitment management was given to me. Now I'm comfortably managing a team of promising individuals, and I've been given the responsibility to mold people at that particular level. So there is a new challenge every single day, but I would like to see it as a new opportunity every single day.
Yes. So you've managed a team, and what goes into effective team management?
There are several aspects that I believe that goes into effective team management. The first aspect is about effective delegation. Your team is as strong as your effective delegation is actually in place. It's not just about it's the popular analogy, right? The student is as good as the teacher himself. Alright, there are no bad students. There are only bad teachers. Alright, so as long as as a team manager, if you're not able to delegate the responsibilities in a manner wherein your subordinates are not able to understand, your work just doesn't get done. In fact, the work just doubles up right there, because they are not able to complete the responsibility and you're supposed to do it for them.
Yes.
The second important aspect of any particular team management responsibility that I take is in terms of identifying the skill of these particular individuals. Until and unless you understand what exactly is the skill of that particular individual, what are the strengths, what are the weaknesses, what are the opportunities that you see for that particular individual, and what is the threat that you see for that particular individual, you're not able to identify the best talent in them. Identifying those particular strengths, you're able to capitalize on it and use it in the industry that you're part of. Identifying their weakness, you're able to nurture that particular weakness and take it to the next level. Identifying the opportunity further enhances their own career advancement, because once you identify what opportunities can you provide them, you are extremely clear of their own career plan. And the threat, there is always the threat with individuals. Exposure to certain aspects of the work might just demoralize them. So you need to understand how do you balance every single aspect of work. And these two aspects is something that I believe is something that every single team manager needs to know how to delegate and how to use the best of their skills to your advantage.
Wonderful. So, Karthik, given a choice, would you prefer recruitment or consulting, or are they both the same to you?
It is a combination. Alright, recruitment simply means at multiple levels. Alright. For certain individuals that might be extremely exciting, because it gives them an opportunity to play the role of talent acquisition at all levels. But at a consulting role, there is more that you can offer to a business, because when you are consulting, you're not just trying to understand why is this particular position open, but you're also trying to understand how exactly can this particular position impact the business itself. So understanding that, you have more access to understanding the profitability of the business. You are able to understand more details about how the business has been successful in terms of turnover, in terms of profitability, in terms of growth strategies. You're partnering with that particular organization when you're actually playing the role of a consultant, which is something that most recruiters fail to do. As a leadership executive firm, we strive in becoming a partner to these particular organizations and not just becoming another recruitment vendor, because that is at great risk. You're able to take care of their recruitment, but you're not identifying the right people in terms of a long-term career strategy for them, in terms of how they want to enhance their business.
Okay. Karthik, so just to deviate from this, I would like to have a quick rapid fire round.
Sure.
Wherein I'll be giving a word and then you could reply by saying the first thing that comes to your mind.
Sure.
So the first word is Karthik.
Passionate.
Career.
Career, very important.
Okay. Antal.
Surprising.
Passion.
I did say Karthik, but I'm going to take another word and say opportunity.
Mr. Anil Dev.
Superb mentor.
Wonderful. Okay. So what was the feeling when you had your first closure? Okay. So what was the feeling when you had your first closure?
I was ecstatic. I put in a lot of hard work, and the first closure happened after 3 months of me joining the organization. There is always a certain sense, right, that you don't want to become a liability for the organization, and you would truly want to become an asset for the organization. And that was my moment, wherein I really felt that there is a certain opportunity here for me to become the asset for the organization. And that gave me great joy. In fact, I'm very thankful to the entire setup within the Antal network, because not just did they deal that as another closure, but they dealt it with great fashion. They circulated that particular news across the network. It gave me a lot of a brand building exercise for me. People across Antal network started associating with my name. There is someone called as Karthik within the Antal Bangalore office, and he's done a wonderful job in getting this particular placement done. It was for a mid-sized industry, for a certain individual who would be heading the entire sales operations for the organization. He found the opportunity really exciting, and things just fell into place. There was a lot of hard work because I was very new to the process. The process that we follow is very, very qualitative. So keeping that in mind, I had to ensure that every single step had to be taken care with utmost intelligence and attitude. So keeping that in mind, there was a lot of responsibility on my shoulders, and I was really happy that particular day that I delivered upon that particular faith that the Antal network, specifically the Antal Langford office, showed upon me.
So Karthik, what do you think is the industry outlook for the year 2015?
There are a lot of opportunities for the organization itself, considering for several organizations. Now that we have a very stable government, there are a lot of policies that are being cleared. We see a lot of progress in terms of certain projects. I've had the fortune of working with industrial engineering as a certain sector of specialization. Keeping that in mind, you see a lot of projects moving. So projects need people to run it effectively. And when people are required for certain opportunities such as these, recruitment becomes a whole new picture. So there are exciting times, especially now that the government has announced a lot of policies to do with Make in India. That means a lot of manufacturing is going to be happening in India. A lot of designing, a lot of development is going to be happening in India. So that needs qualitative people. And India is a great pool of talent that we can identify those particular individuals within this particular region and provide to these organizations. And we are very confident, at least with our key accounts, that they have excellent strategies in place. They just require the right policies to ensure that these projects go in the right fashion.
Karthik, what would be your advice for individuals who would like to look at leadership consulting profession? What would your advice be?
I'm a great follower of Steve Jobs and his principles, and I'm reminded of something that he shared in a college seminar once. He just had two simple quotes for them. He said, "Stay hungry, stay foolish." This holds good not just for any industry but for any particular individual. When you stay hungry and when you stay foolish, the world is an oyster. And that is the principle that I would want any particular individual who is operating not just in this particular sector but in any particular sector to take home. Because if he stays hungry and he stays foolish, there are a lot of opportunities that can greet him eventually.
So that would be it, Karthik. Thank you for it.
Thanks a lot.